Hi everyone, so today we'll be trying out Spellbinders' new Small Die of the Month and BetterPress of the Month for July of 2025. I already did a whole unboxing of this, so I'll link that video in the description box because today we're just going to get right to it. But just really fun stuff, super cute. So it is send these items free of charge from my review. Of course, all opinions are my own. And the links I have in the description box for the US and the UK will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So thank you for using those if you would like. If you are watching this video, that means if you're new, you can go ahead and sign up now. Sometimes they release those, or open up the sign up window on the 5th, but it's intended to be open on the 6th, all the way through towards the end of the month. There's like a blackout period at the end where you can't pick it up anymore. You're gonna have to wait till the next month when it's released, just without membership. Again, the membership, you can cancel it as soon as you do it. You know, if you want this, you pick it up tomorrow, you can cancel it. No problem. You can cancel it anytime. There's no like minimum that you have to stay in or anything like that. But if you do stay in as a member, just let it go until the next month. You know, you get 10% off your purchases every day there on Spellbinders' site. So, and there's some free gifts here and there, but that to me is the big one, right? So that's always good. So again, the small die is the Cocoa Greetings, and then we have the BetterPress here that is really cool, Festive Press. So I was going to take the sentiment from this, but I thought, well, if I'm going to do the sentiment from this for this guy, might as well use the background too, right? I mean, that's the main piece. So again, it is a little oversized, of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, but all that information's in the unboxing video. So today, I will say that the instruction that comes with this guy, because a lot of times there's inspo instruction, the small die is going to make 3 different mugs, and if you get the Deluxe Caboodle, you'll have a little gingerbread man that I used in the very first video. He's super cute, but you can also cut the little top of his little head off so that you can put the handle and make him look like a mug also. It makes 3 different characters. So on the carrier, they show you how to make the penguin. You know, there's a little deer, or reindeer, I suppose. I'm going to do the Santa Claus today. It was really hard for me to choose because I love all those kind of characters. They're both super cute. But I think we're just going to jump right into that. Initially, when I started off my video, I had a card base and I grabbed this paper, but then I thought, oh, I'll use the BetterPress. This is Oh What Fun from last year, maybe a couple years ago. I thought it would be really cute, you know, to pop our little character, our little mug on. But I'm going to go ahead and do this background. And so let me think about what colors I want to use for that. And I didn't bring out any paper for that. So I think we'll go ahead and start with this and then move on to creating our little character that's so cute. So, let me think about what color paper I want to start off with for this one. I'll be right back. Maybe some green, something that just really contrasts. If a lot of the red, you know, you're thinking Santa Claus is wearing red, all those things will be there. So maybe some green paper, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I got this guy ready to go. I will say, I was shopping Spellbinders the other day to get some refills for my trimmer and some paper and some other things. Of course, really nice things that they have there. And they do sell pretty much everything that you would need if you want to redo any of these things for your BetterPress. And I can never get my fingers in. There we go. They have replacement shims, which I always keep all the shims that they came with. I don't know if it's 2 or 3, but they're always here, guys. I can't even get them off, but the shims are there. The chase, I think that's what they call this thing. It's a magnetic piece. To be honest, I've never tried to cut into this. I wonder. That might be nice. But anyway, I'm not recommending that. I'm just saying it looks like it's something that you can cut into if you wanted to. They have these guys, and then they platen, or however they call it. I think that's the chase and platen. That's what they call them. So you can pick them all up separately if you need to, or if, you know, it's kind of beat up. But it doesn't bother me. I mean, I use this all the time, and that's what it looks like. So that's what it is. I'm going to pop this on here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. So I already cut this down to the size I wanted. And in my mind, I thought, should I do that? There's a reason why I don't do that sometimes, is because I want this to go corner to corner. And if I cover this corner, obviously it's going to be missing there. So you can take some, you know, repositionable adhesive, or just what I'm doing, just double up some of this stuff. And if you do this, I try to make it obviously very thin, not too much, because what happens is that's under there, and hopefully it doesn't make like a weird knot or some kind of weird space in there, you know. And I want to leave this perfectly straight because I already cut it down. I probably should have, again, left myself a little bit and cut it down later. So this guy, I want it to be also right dead center and straight as I can have it, so that this comes out nice and straight, not just a little bit crooked, which would probably drive me nuts. And I'm going to use green on green. Is that festive? I thought red, but then I just wanted to do something fun. Oh, blue, like a light blue. Is that weird? You know what? That's weird. Only because I'm going to do the Santa Claus background. Okay, fine. I'll just go with the dark green. Like this pine color. Kind of traditional. I mean, the red might be okay, but red with the green background, it might look orange or brown or something. Or brown. Who knows? I'm assuming it would be fine. Be careful. These guys are fabric, and that's great. But when you're growing like this, like I am, they kind of start shredding the little ends of the fabric because, you know, that was just the extra stuff that was there. So, just make sure those little bits aren't there because, as you guys have seen in my videos, if you've been around, I've had things where I run through and I'm like, I didn't see that little piece of fabric, and it will definitely show up. So it looks like I don't have any right now. And I'm just going to run this through my Platinum 6. So cute. See that already. Look how pretty and pristine and just like perfect. I mean, that's the difference, guys. I mean, it's just like that crisp nature, and then obviously it's in the paper, so if I go like that, you can feel the texture. So you can see that. This is not the thickest paper in the world, but it still did a very nice job. And then I just removed that tape from the back. And while this guy is out, we're definitely going to do our sentiment, which I didn't give it much thought, but I'll just grab a little piece of, I think, white cardstock. When these are on there, and it's so big. Okay, there you go. There you go. It holds it really well, which is great. Cozy Wishes, Holiday Cheer. Cozy Wishes, that's cute. Holiday Cheer is also very cute. Okay, let's go Holiday Cheer. Put that there. And I'm just going to ink that up. I can go with green again, that'd be cute. Maybe some red. I'll be right back. It's just me, like, I know I have these all in here, and they're always in here, and then I'm like, do I not have a red? I thought I had one called Strawberry. Like, I remember the name Strawberry because I love strawberries and strawberry shortcake and all that. And then, of course, it's in there. It's just, you know, digging through the bag there to find it. Okay, so I need to make sure this paper is going to cover that area. I think it will if I have it like this. Just a scrap of paper, obviously. I didn't cut it like this on purpose. It's weird. If I did, that's kind of odd. But there you go. And so let's ink this guy up. Again, you can bring these to your glimmer. If you have a glimmer, if you get the Deluxe Caboodle, but you don't happen to have the BetterPress yet, or if you're not planning on getting it, they'll go into your glimmer. Do not put your glimmer plates in this machine, though. I mean, I haven't heard that it's okay yet, and no one has said to do that. It's because they're a little thicker than these plates, so you might have a problem. But you can bring this one being a little bit thinner to the glimmer, and I've had no problem. Like, it's worked great. I didn't have to change anything or use anything special. It's just put it on there just like you do, glimmer, and good to go. Okay, so I will run this guy through with this little piece on it like that, wherever I think is center. It's a little bit too much this way. Something like that. And I can take these pieces that help me do this to tape that nice and straight, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, so we have our piece here. Again, I cut this down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 already, so I'm just going to pop that on, and then we have our sentiment for later. And when I meant run that through, I mean run this through your die cutting machine. You're not going to put it back on the BetterPress because you do not want that die cutting into your BetterPress. Even though I just mentioned it, maybe you could cut into that, but don't do it. I was just thinking out loud. Okay, there we go. And just wondering, how some of these magic mats and things like that, that feels pretty good. Maybe you can cut into it, but I do not recommend it. Okay, I'm not saying do that, please. I just realized that. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Okay. Look how cute. And then it goes so well with the background, right? It looks like little cross stitching. That's going to be adorable. All right. Let me pop this on here. Yeah, that's just an old paper pad from one of the older club kits. Clearly, because they don't make the card kit anymore. Okay. And these guys. So what are we going to want? Let's see. We do not need a belly. This little area that looks cute, like for the animals, is not going to be needed for this guy. So, you know, whatever base you think you need. So let's look at these things. I don't think he needs this either. We need his face, clearly, or his beard and his face, and the whipped cream. And the handle. Do you want to put a little candy cane in there, which would be adorable? So the handle and the candy cane cut at the same time, which is cute because, I mean, if you're going to go red and white or even a spearminty kind of color, that'd be really fun. Or even light blue, like something fun. This is not for him. These are cuffs and things for like the other animals. They like scarves or like cuff pieces. I suppose if you want him to wear a scarf, but you're not going to see it because of his, you know, little beard. His little brim for his hat. And then there's some accent pieces on here that we're going to want for him too. That would be his nose, and his cheeks are on here. And then I believe there's a little accent like this is for the deer. See a little deer, little bits there. So that would come from this one. Okay, so we don't need that. We don't need those faces. We're not going to use this. If you want to put, you know, a little snowflake in there, that maybe that goes with one of the other characters. His buttons are on here, and I think that's it for him. So for our other characters, you have, again, the cheeks that are here, you can also use on the other characters. That's the penguin's mouth there. And I believe that belongs to the reindeer. Maybe it's to the background for the eyes. Sometimes they'll give you big pieces that you can put behind the eyes so you don't have to, you know, layer it. With your own little piece. So I'll probably just put black paper behind there. But if you want to use that piece for different things, you have that. And okay, so red mug. So his little body looks like it's red, right? I'll run this through red and white. Also, do you want to start out with red or white? Do you want to just make a whole different color that contrasts? It's going to be a lot of red and white if I just stick to that, but we'll see. I might run these through some fun colors, but whatever you want for your base color and then the accent color on top, that's how you're going to do that. Again, I'll run this through black to get the black buttons. I will run this through a flesh tone, and then he has a little heart if you want to add a little heart on him, so you can run that through too. Obviously, white, you know, you can do this through white or kind of grayish white. Again, skin tone here for this one. This is, you know, they're supposed to be more pink or more like frostbitten, right, than the skin tone. So whatever you want to do for that. And then you have your whipped cream. It could just be like this, but you probably want some texture to it. So there's an inlay for possibly two different colors, same color, but with texture, whatever you want to do with that. So I would run it through once like this, and then another one with the inlays. So you have some detail texture there. And so that's also white. I have a shimmery white and then the regular one. So maybe I'll do this through regular white and then run this one through shimmery white so it has some kind of a little different something, right? Oh, and then his little mustache here. So again, do you want to go with grays or whites or whatever it is you're going to do for that? But you also have that. So I think I'm going to make it all super duper white as far as that's concerned, and I'll be right back. I always say fit as many things as you can on whatever cutting surface you're using. So I pretty much have everything on here other than the little whipped cream accent because I need that same dye again. And then I think I might have to run one more dye through again, but everything's right there. So I'm just going to take everything off of here, clean out my dyes, and then run through that whipped cream there. Cute. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I have all my pieces here, and I do want to show you that one that does the candy cane and the handle. It'll make you both at the same time. So again, if you want to decorate, I'm not going to use the candy cane today. I don't think there'll be room for him. Maybe. It's, you know, whatever you want. Obviously, if you can get that in there at the top of his head, you can definitely do that. But maybe not in those colors because they're a little more fantastic out there. Okay, so let's see what we have. I have some smaller bits, and again, this one, oh, I will say, when I ran the black through to get the buttons, remember, it's on this set here, it does cut these guys out, and like I said, it helps you accent later, but since I have them and they're black, I'm just going to go ahead and pop them behind the eyes. So let me get a little bit closer for you guys, and there we go, sorry, one little little piece that you pop out there. Okay. So if you want the heart, and there you go. I'm going to put the glue on this thing so you can see the little embossed areas where that accent piece will go. I should have kept this glue facing down. I did not, so I have to wait a moment for it to get where we need it. Okay. So I'm just going through, boop, 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 along the edge and into where it's going to go. Actually, while you guys are watching this video, I will be at Camp Pendleton in our RV, at the RV park there. So Christmas in July, but definitely on the beach. And it looks like the weather's going to be pretty warm. So that's good, I guess. You know, we don't really get in the ocean a lot out here. It's too cold. At least it is for me. Okay, so we have the little face. And I realized after I did this, I'm like, I used craft card. And I'm like, oh, this is actually a foiled craft card that I had in my stash. I didn't notice the back. Okay, so like I said, since I have these, I'm going to pop these on here. So, I mean, that'll probably work for you too, right? If you're doing black buttons, you'll have this option too. Or just put a strip of paper back there, what I had mentioned before. Okay, so we have some other accent pieces like this. Can go onto this white background. So again, it's white, but then this one is like a pearlescent white that I have. Cute. Love the way that looks. And what else do we have? Oh, his little nose. So I'm gonna put glue on there. And we can grab his nose here. Oh, thank goodness I didn't lose these little cheeks. Let me see. Does it have... I thought it had indentations where the cheeks go. I guess it does not. So I'm just going to put them... Well, I guess we can start building him up. Let's put him down, because if you want the cheeks off-centered a little bit, or like off his face onto his little beard, that'd be cute. Again, there's a little indentation there, and I'm just putting it in the center of that. I don't know if you can see there's like some lines there. So let's put that on. And you want to pop things up, you want them flat, you know, whatever it is that you want. Oopsie. I'm going to get this guy going. I'm just putting it down flat. And kind of like in here, leaving a little bit of the skin showing, I think. That looks cute. Oh my gosh, that is adorable. And his little cheeks can just be like right there. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, I need the little heart. I did cut out the heart again. You know, if you want, you just have to have that little accent piece. And yeah, we're almost there. That's funny. I was just going to put together certain parts of this and then put it together, but we're basically there. So his buttons can go like in here somewhere, and you can imagine his little face is like, I wonder if this top part, oh, you know what, let's go ahead and put the little brim on so we can have an idea of the proportions. So that is so cute. Again, you know, you didn't have to go just white like I did on his beard. If you want a little gray just to give it a little different look than what everything else is, this can definitely be popped up. I mean, that looks perfect exactly where everything is, but of course I'm going to have to pick that up to glue it down. And kind of down towards the bottom, like in there is good. And I'm just going to stick this down. Oh, actually down towards the bottom, because I don't know how much this actually sticks out. Up there, how cute is that? And then again, I have white whipped cream also, so there's, like I said, a lot of white accents. Let's put his little heart down. Oopsie, that's not good. Okay. Little heart there. I think somebody asked the other day where I got this. This is super old. Actually, it says Lifestyle Crafts, and I think that company's not even around anymore. But I know Spellbinders has a crystal katana that's good. Lots of little picker-uppers out on the market. That looks good, right? I mean, I don't know where else you would put it, because it has to sit somewhere. And then this little guy, oh my gosh. And that's kind of why I went with that green in the background, because I know there's a lot of white, at least what I was choosing to do here. Okay, Let's let him set up, and I'll clean up a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so let's bring everything over. And this, you know, doesn't really have a direction. If you change your mind, I did make it open up in a skinny way like this, but I mean, you can go this other direction too, whatever it is that you like. You can ground it with like a little die cut in the background there. I think I'm going to run this through and get a little candy cane just to add a little more color. I know it's still going to be red and white, but that's fine. So I'm going to run pieces of paper through here just so I have something else here, and I will be right back. Okay, guys. Oh, I noticed I'm still up close. I mean, how cute are these? And then I just want you to see the little handle if you decide to do something like that. You know, it gives a different look, right? Cute. Okay, so I'm just going to put these guys together just the way I did the other portion. I did the red fully and then with a white accent, but it looks different if you do white fully with the red accent. You can definitely switch them out since I ran them both through. You're still going to have scraps that are opposite, right? So, ooh. And you can kind of switch them up. And let's see here. Oh, does that make sense? I was like, what I just said, does that make sense? Maybe not. No, I guess we're good. Okay, I'll put this one together and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to have them sticking out from up here, I think. So I'm just going to put some glue and see what happens. Look at that little guy. So cute. And then this one can cross maybe a little bit taller. Maybe I have to put this one down a little bit lower. That's cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, and then this guy, I think I'm just going to stick him straight down and then have the sentiment popped up a little bit so I can just go right in with my glue right now. But of course, whatever dimension you like. Some people really love tons of dimension, and some people are like, hey, can you make that really flat so we can send it? So you can put it in the mail, and that's always good for sure. Let's see here. This is so cute, you guys. Can you imagine making all three and having a card with all three of them? Maybe like a 5x7 or a slimline. Oh my gosh. Cute. Okay, I'm going to put some dimensionals on this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have our dimensionals and everything. So cute. I'm just going to pop it right here, I think. Let's see. I'm sorry I have my computer open, so your email's coming in. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is so cute. All right, guys, and think of all the different things, you know, to differentiate even just this white portion here, like some glitter, you know, whatever it is you want to do. But, oh, it has that little puffy stuff, right, that puffs up to look like snow or fur, whatever it is. Lots of cute things. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I just think this is so adorable. This month is super cute. Images coming up. I'll have the links down in the description box, and I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.